Hi, my name is Stan Kong. I'm faculty director and professor in the Graduate Industrial Design Department at Art Center College of Design. And we're here today at Honda Research of America, and we're in the Honda Acura Design Studio. I'm here with Dave Merrick. He's the executive creative director of Honda, and Randall Smock, senior exterior designer at Acura. So I want to begin by asking you guys a few questions about the Formula E project. What comes to mind when you think of Formula E, since you've both been judges?
For me, it's just a really exciting chance to do something completely new, but still transportation related. So it has a lot of excitement of mobility, but it's also very real problem solving and engineering teamwork.
It's crazy. I think it's just crazy. I love it. I mean, I think that when you go, you want to be a car designer, you grow up and you say, man, I'm going to draw cars. And you think, you get there, it is not drawing cars. Drawing cars is, that's the given, but it's actually creating or designing something. And when it's as innovative as Formula E, I think it's just, you see problem solving on such a widespread basis. You're like, oh my God, I would have never thought of that, or that, or that. And it's so awesome to see the different solutions to these problems. It's crazy. By the way, my title is Acura, Executive Creative Director. Acura. All right. But it's okay. We love Honda families.
All right. So, what value does the project create for Honda Acura in terms of your participation?
Well, I think from a corporate standpoint, the philanthropic kind of atmosphere that we have is, we do a lot of projects in school, of all schools, not just Art Center. And I think that to support that is our future. We want to make sure that we have, up and coming people that are interested in our company too. So you put the sponsorship out there, but having people like Randall judge, it gets interaction with people that would never have exposure to what we're about down here and what kind of work we do. I think that's super important to us. But it's also, we get to spend time with really, really creative minds, and I think that's essential to everybody, no matter what level you're at. You need to be involved in this all the time.
Yeah, on top of that, I would just say that it's also a chance for us as a brand not to just be a car on the road, but for us to participate and say, hey, we like the things that you guys like too. We share the same interests.
Okay. On a related question, what value do industrial designers and industrial design teams create for Honda and Acura?
Great question. Do you want to throw out from a different point of view? Because I have my point of view.
So the value from the project or for us?
I think to the corporation, what's the value that designers create?
Okay, so we need to be the inspiration. We need to be the ones in touch with culture and trends, and to be able to forecast what's going on, but not too far out, and sort of help guide the brand in ways that everyone else knows how to make the product, but we need to, as the designers, to come up with what should we be investing our time and money.
It's super important. I think you'll find that, and this is probably every company discussed it, but we're the most important part. No, actually the designer mind has kind of permeated other walks of life. Johnny Cada, who was division director for this studio, is now head of sales and marketing at American Honda because he understands how to make a product and what to do with it. And now he's kind of moved his designer mind into recreating how you sell a car, how you market a car. And I think that designers have a much different perspective on what could be done, because it's never, we should have done that. It's always, what are we going to do? And I think no matter what job you do at Honda, that was kind of Mr. Honda's philosophy from day one is, let's get people. It's not necessarily let's hire an engineer or designer or somebody. Let's hire somebody that's going to bring some value to the company in any way. And I think that for us, it's super important to kind of not wield the big stick, but to show what could be done. So nobody else, everybody in the company especially Honda. You know, we're a mobility company. There's people making robots. There's people making jets. We do everything. But there's always somebody that could have an idea and have no idea how to visualize it. So the designer can visualize that concept and what you're thinking, and where no one else can. They can't really imagine it. And they can, like, man, what if we had flying cars? But the designer can actually say, yeah, it looked like this. So I think that's why the Formula E for me is so great, because certainly there's a ton of engineering skill that goes into it, but it's engineering skill of what ifs. You know, what if we did this? What if we did that? And that's generally a designer going, why can't we do this? You know, we put guys on the moon. Why can't we do that? You know, that kind of thing. So I think designers are always pushing for the future.
Okay, great. So as you both know, the Formula E project has gained tremendous popular in China.
Indeed,
with,
yeah, it's like
Formula E China. Last year, over 15 universities competed, and their 3 best teams came to race in America. Currently, we have over 40 colleges working on the project, universities in China working on this, and hopefully there
Who'd
are
have thought
3 or 4
that-
best teams
that-
coming. Right.
You know, remember us making little rubber band cars? Actually, mine was, we had to make a cardboard car that would go from the parking lot down to the bottom. It was awesome. People died. It was great.
So last year, did you notice anything interesting for the cars and the teams from China, design-wise or fabrication-wise?
I saw a little bit. They played with materials. I think there's one that had some bamboo as a heavy material that they were using. A lot of them also still stuck with kind of tried and true basic chassis layout, you know, to give a good base. But I think mostly what I saw was material for this last round. And it is kind of fun to see, everyone has the team experience. It's kind of fun to see how they group together, what their theme is. It brings a nice
But the more
element to
pressure,
it.
more schools, the more competition, more
Yeah.
pressure. Like, oh man, this is awesome. I would, jeez, too much pressure. We're gonna win.
Right. So what do you think the value in having schools from China in international competition is?
This definitely, it raises the level of competition, and it makes the winner that much more of a winner. You go from small fish in a big pond to a bigger pond. So you want to be actually a big fish in a small pond. You want to be the big fish in a big pond. Bringing it more international makes that big pond. So it just raises the whole value.
I mean, it definitely validates Formula E.
Yeah.
It does. I mean,
Right.
it's just literally, it's no longer a second term class. You know, it's like, let's make this
Right.
global. And I think that it also brings different cultures that have a different maybe approach to what they you know, maybe they don't have to win, but they want to compete perfectly, or maybe it finishes second, but it's the best appearing or whatever it is.
Right.
I think that every region's going to have a different outlook on how they approach it, but at the end of the day, it's literally networking, getting a lot of different walks of life that all have like mind. So we're a Japanese company. It's Japanese, American, European. We're a pretty melting pot here, and the idea is that I'm not Japanese, but the people that work for Honda that are Japanese or Indian or South American, wherever they're from, Chinese, they're literally the same mindset of why they like automobiles or mobility. And so it kind of brings everybody together with a voice of, we have all this in common, we don't have this in common, but I can expand your life by showing you what we do. It's just, I love all that part of it, of opening it to every walk of life, and it's awesome.
So as professional designers, what lessons can the students learn? What important lessons can the students learn that'll carry them into the professional workplace?
Yeah, I think the biggest one is when you're a student, it's usually you and your project. It's very much an individual experience. So the big one, I think, has to be the whole teamwork dynamic.
Right.
And that you have to get along, you have to push your ideas, but also be open to other ideas and kind of make the even best ideas out of everything by listening and utilizing everyone's specialty. I think that's a major difference.
Yes. I mean, that's everybody's answer, right? The teamwork and the
Yeah.
working together. And I think the thing is that, also the individuality that you're on your own timeline. So you can balance your time however you want. With this, there's schedules to keep, there's a, you have these milestones throughout where in the real world here, that's all there is. It's like you've got to have this done by then, and this done by then, and this done by then. So I think that the real world experience of a deadline and getting it done, not just individually, but actually, preparing the schedule and working together, and overall concept making. So, here you could say, hey, I'd like to do this. This is the precision concept of it. Hey, I'd like to do this. But what the reality is, it's a bunch of people planning in this room saying, look, let's make a concept. Let's all agree on that concept together. And then let's make the car based on that concept, and then you judge to that. That's what Formula E is. Literally they're coming up with the concept of what we need to make, and then how do we put that together.
And I think the other part of that is the fact that it isn't just sort of an idea with a model.
Yeah, and that's exactly
Yeah,
it's
at the end,
that's
we
the
have
least
to-
of it.
Right.
You know what?
Right. It has a performance criteria.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta. I mean, and you do the pretty picture after it's done. Like, it's like, oh yeah, we better do a rendering of that thing. But that's what it is. It's real world applications of what your skill level is going to be at a corporation. And it's when we're hiring people, those are the kind of people we look for. We don't typically want to hire a designer. We want to hire people that want to make stuff. So how do you make it? You have this skill, you have this skill, you have this skill, you have this skill. You combine them and put that together, and you end up with this. It's super important to have activity like that in the university, I think.
So last year, Honda gave a design award. What criteria did you use to select the recipient of the award?
Yes, so we have the word synergy in the name of the title, and that's what we wanted. Honda is always about a unique approach, better efficiency, or not just doing what everyone else has done. We want to look at it from every angle, and so that was really important for us to look at. Did you just do the normal thing, or did you really try to define the problems you're solving and attack it from all these different angles? And we ended up awarding it to, I believe the team was Leadfinger. And why we awarded them is, again, everyone has kind of this T-shaped shaft thing going on, and they relocated their brake, their disc brake, which instead of being in line with the car, they actually went perpendicular to it, and it freed them up for their suspension and their drive in the back, and also created a new aesthetic, this new shape. And that's the kind of stuff that I think Honda really appreciates. So
We'd like to name Leadfinger.
yeah, that's true. What's the obvious call?
But I think that the synergy aspect of it, Honda Synergy Award, and you think, what is that? And it's exactly what we just talked about. It's a bunch of different cultures or different kind of personalities working together, and that's synergy in itself. And then it's bringing in like outside things you never would think of. I mean, you can walk over there and there's motorcycle and there's power equipment and there's different areas of Honda, and you think, why aren't we using those in our daily work? And so that's kind of why the Synergy Award came, because we're such a unique company in terms of, most people think automotive company, but it's the bikes, it's the lawnmowers, it's the snowblower, it's everything.
The robot.
It's a robot. We have a robot. We have a jet. It's all that stuff. So the Synergy Award seemed like the logical thing to do because that's kind of who we are.
So finally, what advice do you have to the students up at Art Center and in China that are working on this project vigorously right now?
Do a lot of testing. A lot of people I saw their products changed throughout the event. A lot of stuff got stripped off.
Prove it.
Stuff was
Prove it
excess.
out.
Yeah. Do more R&D earlier, as soon as you can.
I have a dad that works at like Jet Propulsion Lab or Caltech or something. That's what I do. But no, exactly that. I think you have to, try it, test meals, things like that, because the worst possible scenario is, wow, that's awesome, and then it breaks like immediately. It just doesn't go anywhere. Ooh, the wheels came off, literally.
Literally,
Yeah.
and you've seen that happen
Yeah.
before.
I have, actually. Anyway, but I think that, the testing, and I guess my biggest advice, and you guys know me, so, is have fun with it. just go out there and enjoy this. Don't. I mean, it's stressful, but it's also super fun, and the fact that you'll know these guys forever when you're on a team with them. And just remember when we did that Formula E, and just enjoy the moment, because otherwise, you're on to the next. It's a special time, and I think you need to embrace that you're going to be lifelong friends with these guys.
So my last question is, behind the partitions here,
There's nothing.
you guys have a Formula E car you're building, and you're going to show
Yeah, it's
up
full
and-
size.
I thought so.
You hear it? No. I'm just we have a Formula E car. The NSX. Three electric motors in that thing. Not that one. That's Clay, by the way. But yeah, it's good. But I think and that's part of it too. The E aspect of it. It's environmental.
Well,
Which is where that comes from.
It used to be that you'd Google Formula E and you'd see our project.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it's-
now
now
we're
it's
like
Formula E.
we're down on
They
page,
stole your name.
we're down on page 95.
They stole your name, but-
Actually, if we had been smart enough to
You should.
trademark
You
the
should.
name.
I think. But the people in the know it's great. I think it's such a great event. And you get people from all over to come judge,
Uh-huh.
which is shows the cachet that it has.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great. We appreciate both of your participations, and you'll be getting an invite this
Yeah,
summer.
you know me. I'm always like,
Yeah.
my schedule's a little busy, but anytime we can support it, I was all in. It's easy. It's
Great.
really cool. Yep.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks.